Holistic Life. For a while, we was doing the episodes with In the Dark, what was in the dark, and now everything's coming to the light. So you see how the screen changed for this video. So everything's coming to the light. We had the number 222, and we're gonna see what it refers to because again, depending on what you were thinking, what you were feeling, what's going on, what was the question, every scenario when the number comes, it confirms to whatever you was asking the universe. But you need to understand that this is why there's so many interpretations, based on how people sit here and rationalize the numbers. All right, so with the 222, let's go in real quick and let's see what's going on with the 222 in this case, what this spirit want to say. A lot of y'all need to just, again, remove yourself from the last toxic people that are left. And, because I feel like for some of y'all, you're getting ready to prepare for the Six of Swords. This is like right now mentally. You are mentally preparing yourself, you know what I'm saying? And eventually this will be physical. But this is with Queen of Cups. You are on self-nurturing, self-care. You're putting this energy back into yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're no longer people-pleasing. You're no longer going along. You're putting your boundaries up. And at this point, you don't care of the consequences. People want to sit here and lock you up because you want to know the truth over the fucking harm and injury that was done in your life. I'm sorry. That's not wrong. That's not wrong. That is correct. And how come you try to keep me away from people that possibly would give me this truth? You sat here and call my uncles and aunts crazy and shit. But yet, I don't know what they experienced. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the type of shit that they went through because as far as I'm concerned, based on y'all connections to the government and the shit that you people was doing, you know what I mean? Y'all are questionable to me in my life and to the people that were gang stalking and targeting me and bringing harm in my life. And me, everywhere I'm going, I'm being some sacrificial lamb. I'm the fucking black sheep of the family. I'm the motherfucking truth speaker. And because of that, I was penalized for that shit, dog. Because I'm motherfucking curious and I ask questions, ho, and I don't sit here and just let your silence be told. You're walking away from this mother because you know that they're liars, and this mother had sent you ops to basically fuck your life up, bitch. And I'm sorry, is that what a mother does? Does a mother sit here and send wolves to eat up her fucking kids, to test her daughter and shit, to do this evil ass shit? This is why I said you had the Eight of Cups. These people, these were people, places, situation, things that you in your life that you had that you had created some kind of bondage because, again, with the cups, some emotional attachment. And this is how these people are able to siphon and do the shit that they do and bring confusion because of the emotional attachment. When you start to detach, which is something you're doing because you're using your logic over your heart right now, even though you love these people, everybody in your life you fucking loved. You love these people, dog. At some point of your life, you love these people. You cannot believe in the back of your head that they was all working together towards the common goal to destroy you. You know what I'm saying? And to think that you are the only motherfucker who really has your back when you think about it. And a lot of y'all are just trying to forgive yourselves for the harm that you have caused yourself. Because I feel like that's the one that hurts the most. That's the one that you just cannot believe. You don't even know where along the line did you turn against yourself, where you had included these people, these karmic connections, these lessons, and actually sat here and fucking listened to them, approved their fuck reality and truth, and sat here and lived through these things. But a lot of y'all, you see that, you chose toxicity because you was always around toxicity. And this was a rewarding door that was generational, that something that you're breaking. You are breaking these generational curses. So that's a good thing with 222. This was about relationships now. Okay, so 222 relationships, being that you were around narcissistic, codependent, toxic motherfuckers, criminals, you know what I'm saying? And what is your understanding of what truth is, motherfucker, based on that you were never treated fairly, ho, or never treated with respect the way you should have. You never, you know what I'm saying? This is like you were wasted potential. Your parents didn't know what the fuck to do with you, dog. And instead of, they sold you out with the Five of Cups, you know what I'm saying? Instead of like investing and backing you up and putting the efforts, you know what I'm saying? These were people that were mad at their failures. They took it out on you. They scapegoated you. They blamed you for it. And then on top of that, they had vendetta. You know what I'm saying? They already had their personal vendetta towards you. So you was in this temperance angel, and you was patient through all these trials and tribulations because you knew that everything is for a purpose, but at the same time, you were trying to grow out of this shit, dog. This is about you knowing, you look how many deaths you had to go through. This is a 10 of swords. You had to go through this death rebirth process many times. This is like a part of you dies every fuck time. You're changing, you're evolving, you're expanding in who the fuck you are, and that's including in your own perception, perspective, and the way you operate. But there's something that's very shocking to you because you realize that everything in your motherfucking life was a lie, dog. Everything was with the same dilemma to sit here and fuck you, bitch, and take you out of your own center position as well as energy. And these were people who obviously rejected you because they wanted money. You know what I mean? They sold you out for some money, dog. That's all. This is the same dilemma, dog. Same story, just different people. Same story, yo. It doesn't change that these people are kind of the same. They're Judases. This is why we refer to that story because it's relevant. You know what I mean? Everybody has a Judas in their life. It just depends who, what, how, and why. You know what I mean? Especially if you already the chosen one where you already have this premeditated mission. And the fact that all these people contributed towards your downfall, but it won your downfall. You need to realize this. This is towards your uprising. You're going to be rewarded for this, Ace of Pentacles. You're going to be receiving some inheritance. This is something that was due to you. This is something that you know is somewhere out here. This Ace of fucking Pentacles is somewhere. You feel it. You know it to be true. You know that these people try to hide this from you with judgment because you're the star. And you're this Nine of Pentacles with Sun card. And you're a high priestess. So they know you had these gifts. You had these spiritual gifts. They knew who you were. They also know you were a fucking star. That, your potential was endless. These weren't people who chose to feed these gifts. These were people who were jealous of you and who worked against you so you wouldn't be able to actualize this. When you realize this ain't even about really you as much as it's about your destiny more than anything. With this Ace of Pentacles, this was about your destiny and who you're supposed to be and become. With Sun card, you're realizing this shit, dog. Even who your kids are, who you are. And this is like, a lot of y'all, you just want to celebrate your accomplishments with people that you know care about you and love you. And that was important for you. But it's telling me that this family, these 222, these relationships is going to be with people that, you know what I'm saying, you're not related to, or people that, again, more like strangers. These are more like your soul family. Because a lot of y'all, you want this community, you want this tribe, you want to feel like you belong somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you realize you don't belong. You realize that your fuck reality so far, everything that you have lived and occurred and witnessed and experienced is not your truth. Is not your fucking truth. You're gonna be victorious. Let's throw my angel dice. Let's see what they say. Ooh, we got the wings. You're about to ascend. This is like you're reaching out for flight. You're getting liberated. This is freedom for an earth angel. This is freedom for an earth angel. Because you're a temperance. And you're freeing yourself. and you're getting recognition and you're getting healing and you're getting this prosperity, and these people are going to be judged for what they did. And you know what I'm saying, for trying to kill you on multiple occasions. You know what I'm saying? This ain't one time, dog. This is where all your life you had to fight. All your life you had to just prove a point, bitch, just to be alive and be yourself, ho. And you're sick of it. You're sick of it that you even got to sit here and have this conversation. You're sick of it that you even got to ask these people at 42 fuck years old, who the fuck are you? Where were you born? What's going on? Why are these people after me? What is it that they fucking want from me, bitch? And at the same time, why the fuck have you sat here and withhold the truth from me as long as you have, by trying to sit here and literally set me up, bitch? You're my mother and you try to fucking kill me, but you try to make it look like it's a fucking accident. And that's disgusting to me, dog. But then you sat here and was some leader of some fucking, who knows? Who knows who you were involved with, what you was doing, what kind of life you were living. I don't even know you. These are people that you question because you don't fucking know them. These are people that you don't even know they're possibly monsters, dog. But they sit here and they hold these secrets, dog, thinking that the past will never fuck come back to the present, ho. But it does. It does. And it does affect your future, bitch. And it does affect the people around you, ho. So it's very important that I make sure that my sins don't affect my children. If I'm a smart motherfucker. These people, though, wanted you to pay for their sins, and then they sat here and scapegoated you and blamed you and defamed your character, dog, because they wanted you to look like the bad person. They wanted you to take the blame for all the shit they was doing. And you were treated like shit most of your life, even though they pretended to be nice to you, dog. It was none but a mask. You question your father because he's a fake fuck. And you've been at war with your father all your life, even though once upon a time y'all used to have a good relationship. Nobody knows where this animosity is even coming from, because this was your mother who sat there and brainwashed your father, dog, against you. So these are people that use other people to go up against others and then sit here and lie and not even talk about the shit. See, your father doesn't even know who your mother really is, dog, and what she do. He didn't know that he even married a fucking witch who's really in the arts, bitch. Who really know, you know what I'm saying? Who's been sitting here casting spells and illusions on people's fucking vision, dog. That's why, in a certain sense, you don't care. You don't care if this person don't love you. You don't care. You know your father didn't love you, dog. You know that because he showed you. It's one thing when a person tells you something, dog, and it's another when they show you. And then there's a product, the juice, right? The product of the dilemma of everything that has occurred as a result. And with this hermit, a lot of y'all just can't ignore what was done. What was done to you, how they handled the situation, and this fucking chaos that they brought to you in your life. After you already been through 40 years of PTSD. As long as you've been alive, you've been experiencing trauma and disillusion and disloyalty, ho. This could have even been your own motherfucking best friend, dog, who sold you out, bitch. Who sold you out for some money, dog. You see what I'm saying? You have not experienced no loyalty from nobody, not even your twin flame, the one that you should have been experiencing this protection and this loyalty from, dog. This twin flame betrayed himself for finances, bitch, for connections that were low vibrational and superficial, for people that sat here and betrayed him, holding him by the balls, divine masculine. You know what I'm saying? So this is how they were able, how the devil was able to intertwine and sabotage these divine connections. You see? Because this is about this is about soulmates and twin flame unions, dog. And a lot of y'all act like you really that. But like I told you, if you're not numerologically a 33, a 22, or an 11, you're not an ascended master. Shut the fuck up. Your numerology basically puts together the construction of the universal pattern of this whole design. And when you look at your pattern, even in your own family, each number goes in a linear accordance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Everything going to a motherfucking linear, pattern. So there's a reason why you have to work with this person to do this, in order to build this, in order to do that. That's master building, bitch, at its prime. You know what I'm saying? And these people have been master building on the wrong motherfucking spectrum, because these soul connections, okay, these fucking fake Masons who wanna be twin flame, who's sitting there trying to marry these little girls thinking that they're, which is the truth, because if my twin flame was, in its 20s or 30s, motherfucker, I wasn't even born yet. Does that make sense? So also there was something to do with the linear, the cat, the timeline lapping or whatever, the timeline of when you were able to meet each other again. And that's where a lot of y'all have these 30-year gaps. Most twin flames, they're with like these huge gaps of time frame, because we talk about reincarnation and all this other shit. So these Masons know what it is. They know why they sit here and make babies with certain people, why they marry into certain bloodlines, why they try to create this schism and a construct, based on these units, unity of marrying people, for certain reasons, for certain power plays and moves. But a lot of y'all, you pretty much aware that, like, just the dysfunction overall of the shit, man. And a lot of y'all, there's just way with Hangman, you're in this stagnant sit still, because there's more truth getting ready to be revealed, and this is gonna bring a Five of Wands, which is gonna bring chaos and conflict. And this is regarding a community, these fuck secret societies and Masons. And a lot of y'all, you are the heiress of something. You're an heiress, and they try to steal your shit, dog, and take your shit, and that's what it boiled down to. Then this is something where your money was being given to somebody else, dog. So somebody else was living off of your shit, pretty much. And you're just kind of fed up because you want what's due to you, bitch. Even if it's whatever you earned. I never asked for anything that I didn't earn, bitch. But you weren't. This is about who you are and your position. And this is about you weren't supposed to have the life that you did, and which affected you, and it brought you and put you in situations that you should have never been as a child. And my question to my parents were, where the fuck was you when all this shit was going on in my life, dog? When I was being raped and beat up out here on these streets, where the fuck was you, dog? Huh? Where the fuck was you, dog? Did you care? Did you even give a fuck? Did you really? Or you were praying for something to happen to me so it would just get you closer to what it is you wanted? Because this is the love of self, motherfucker. You love yourself so much to the point that you hate yourself. It's not even real love, it's vanity. And then you sit here and you shit on your own fucking seeds, your own child. You talk about me like a dog to people. You sat here and lied about me to people so you can push people away from me and people can judge me, dog, and already not even give me a chance at life. Oh, my whole life has been like this. And I don't have to sit here and explain to people what it is, because I really don't care, dog. But the point is, like, now that this is what it is, this is the time that we in, and we need to understand why the fuck were you put in this Five of Pentacles situation on purpose. It shouldn't be, dog. The shit that you had to fight, the dilemmas, I mean, this is a lot of shit right here. And a lot of y'all, you just taking a break from it all because it's just overwhelming. It's just, one thing after another, and it never stops. It's just constant bullshit. So you're just like, whatever. That's why you're in this temperance, but you're still you're judging these motherfuckers, even though they feel like you should forgive them for what they did. But they're not even sorry for what they did, dog. They can't even come clean. They can't even tell you who you are, dog. They sat here and lied about you. You don't even have a real birth certificate. You don't even have no information about. There's no documentation that shows who you were born from and where you were born at, even though they sat here and, you know what I'm saying, confused you. You know what I'm saying? Your aunt is telling you that you fucking were born in London, but then they say you were born in Rome, Then, your mother sat here and traveled with you, took you to fuck Geneva, Switzerland. Why the fuck would you take me there? I don't know. When that's where all the Satanists, the main center of all the fucking the evil, the center of the evil is right there in Geneva, Switzerland. Why the fuck would you bring your kid? And why the fuck was my memory erased? Like where I can't have vivid, certain things. I have no memory of such, dog. And I feel like my life was always manipulated by witchcraft or by demons or spirits, or I was a slave to the shit, dog. And it doesn't make any sense. I was being ritualistically tortured, and I was experimented on. I was experimented on like some guinea pig, like a lab rat. I was abused and tortured, and I suffer today still. The pain that just reminds me what these people are capable of, dog, in the name of science, in the name of healthcare, in the name of Fortune 500, bitch, in the name of fucking hierarchy, in the name of the tree of life. But you sat here and you took yourself out of your own grace, basically. Because God gives chances to people who are worthy of these chances. These people ain't worthy of no chance, motherfucker. But these people gonna have to watch you eat. A third party too included, because this bitch is going back to rags, ho. She thought she could take your position, ho. I'm sorry. My baby daddy has not looked out for his kid because of you, ho. You sitting here, you know what I'm saying? It's not right, dog. I mean, I don't care if you two motherfucker are together. That's the point. That's what you don't understand. I don't care if you choose to be with somebody else, dog. But I care about how you treat my child, bitch. And the fact that you put a raggedy hoe, a Jezebel, in a pedestal over your own fucking seed, it proves the point of these patterns that you've been dealing with people who were selfish, self-centered, only cared about the self, but they didn't have, because they are this Five of Pentacles, they don't have that ability to prosper, dog, in a way where they can elevate themselves. These were people who were using you and then bashing you. They're jealous. So a lot of y'all, you're just looking at these codependent relationships, how they affected you, what happens when you do settle or when you have accepted the abuse. You know what I'm saying? And turned a blind eye to what was going on, because in a certain sense nobody believed you, nobody wanted to help you, and they kept penalizing you for it. So you got sick of it. But with healing, your healing journey is about to begin, because if you thought you was healing before, you weren't able to heal because of still being attached to the very people who were still causing this energy. This is why it's important, why some of us have to cut bitches off in order for us to heal, to get to the next level. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light, and you feel your relationship being healed this very moment. So if you are meant to be with somebody, they're coming out as somebody that's supposed to come your way or some shit, somebody you're supposed to be in this relationship with. This is somebody who needs healing. You need healing, they need healing. Y'all gonna heal each other type connection, because they also went through similar betrayal as you with Five of Swords. This was somebody who probably was used to go up against you with the Empress. Some of y'all, I don't know if you're going to heal this. You tried to heal this relationship with your mother, but it's not working. It's just not, that she's not open to the process. So it's okay. You can't force people. That's what you got free will for. But, you no longer have to be in situations that just ain't gonna help towards the elevation with the wings, dog. This is about ascension, okay? And if these things are bringing you back, they're not helping you to ascend, you're done. You're also understanding that your mother had partnered with Three of Pentacles. She partnered with these people to Five of Fuck Swords you. And this is also to keep you out of a commitment to a Cups, because she understood that this relationship was going to be your blessing, that you and this person have work to do, to it's your destiny, it's your mission. So of course the devil's mission is to overthrow you out of your mission. This is why it sends you ops, and a lot of times your ops will be the ones closest to you, like your own mother and father. And you almost feel like you never even had a fuck chance. They play wishy-washy, so you don't really know what side they're on. You see what I mean? You can't, until you gather the information as a whole and see, okay, what have they showed me most of? Have they showed me that they really don't give a fuck about me? Have they showed me that they only cared about these things, even though they act like they're really about this life, but really they portray, these illusions? These are people who portray illusions, dog. They try to fuck with your vision, with the how you see shit. And a lot of y'all, you're not in denial of because you have the scars, and it reminds you every day. It reminds you every day what was done to you, dog. And this is why you can't ignore it, and you can't put no foot on it or blind your eyes towards what happened, because you feel like these people will keep doing what they're doing with no intention of changing anything. If they really wanted to heal this situation, they would have attempted to. They would have tried. They would have started the process to do so. Whether it's to forgive, whether, you know what I'm saying, they would have put in the work towards this healing. These are people who don't give a fuck about healing. They just want to use you and gain from you, and that's it. So you dealt with opportunistic people, people that are one-sided, one-track minded. They only care about themselves. They sit here and pretend to want to help you. They sit here and pretend to be a nice guy. These are what we call the sheep and, the wolf in sheep clothing. They really wolves ready to fuck eat you alive, but the reality, they come in like they're innocent, like they're godly, like they're Christians, like they're this or that. And that's why, in a certain sense, you're not fooled anymore by these personas that these people, because I will know you by your fruits. I will know you by your acts. I'm not going to know you by your fucking words. You sitting here telling me anything I want to hear, bitch. You a straight bullshitter, ho. You good with your words. That's why I said, anytime a motherfucker want to sit here and finesse me, I'll let him think he finessed me, ho. But in the back of my head, I already know what it is, dog. I'm just trying to see if these motherfuckers is honest enough to tell me, bitch. And they're not. They're not honest enough to be honest. So you can't be trusting people that are not honest with you. You also don't understand why this motherfucking third party, this Jezebel ass bitch, is holding on to your energy, dog. You don't know what's wrong with the single white female bitch, the obsessed motherfucking paranoid wannabe you doppelganger ass bitch. You don't understand what's wrong with this hoe, dog. But these are people who were secretly in competition with you. These were people that hated you, so-called, act like they better than you, but bitch, they holding on to your energy and trying to be like you. That's crazy to me, dog. These are people you walked away from. These are people you blocked. These are people you defending your fuck spirit from, bitch, because you're like, no, thank you. Fuck fake love. And you realize that this Jezebel, this snake ass bitch, always came in this garden when you sat there and tried to motherfucking manifest and build something towards the common goal of this Trinity. You realize that she is the snake that interfered in the tree of life to take this prosperity and abundance. You see? So I don't know, I'm not a Kabbalist. I don't practice Kabbalah, but I do realize that you can't demonize yet something that you haven't yet learned anything from. So, they say tree of life. No, because the tree of life deals with two aspects of good and good, bad, and evil. So it's not evil. It's what you're choosing. And you people choose to criticize one another, which will only lead to further unhappiness. And if we can actually learn to love and accept each other as we are, then our relationship will actually magically transform. But you're dealing with people who don't fuck like you, bro. They love you, but they hate you at the same time. And that's bipolar. That's bipolar. And that's the type of energy that you was under, you know what I'm saying, as long as you have, which confused you. And this is where you realize it's not your fault that you were blaming yourself over this shit. You were hating yourself over this. You realize that this really has to do with your environment, dog, and the people you choose to surround yourself. You realize that the only mistake you ever did was to love these people and give them your energy and time when you should have protected yourself more. You should have validated your truth more. You should have stood up for yourself. But you were scared. You were coming out of fear in this case. So this is like, you know what I mean? You realize that your environment was affecting this Three of Swords. The people in your environment. This is energy, the Eight of fuck wands. They kept trying to take your happiness, bitch. 10 of Cups. Because no matter where you go, you bring 10 of Cups energy. You're this. You're a 2 of Cups. You're a 10 of Cups. This 2 of Cups came out twice. So it confirms the 222. You are meant to be in a relationship. You are meant to be in a relationship. That is your purpose. So the fact that these people try to fuck with your purpose, ho, to try to take your happiness, they can't take none of that. This man right here is going to be a King of Pentacles. He's going to be rich too. Okay? Oh, they don't want you to be with a rich man of standard and status? Is this why they did everything they did to you? Because they knew that you belong to motherfucking 10 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles type shit? You really that shit, bitch? You are that bitch. You're sophisticated. You're sophisticated. You're a classy woman. You deserve that shit, dog. You deserve refinement. You deserve refinery, dog. You deserve that shit. You never sat here and was like materialistic, dog. But I'm telling you right now, you deserve that shit, dog. Whether you think or not, this is all about what you think something to be. You deserve this shit. You deserve a man of high standards, and you deserve to upgrade your fuck community. You're about to be upgraded in a higher standard of community because you're intelligent, bitch, and you deserve to be with other intelligent people. You passed. This is a 10-10. You deserve to be with like-minded people who are striving towards the same shit, dog. You can no longer be with these type of people that sit here and keep you in this low vibration. No more, Spirit says. You are about to upgrade and elevate your life. This man loves you. This is King of Cups energy. This is a King of Pentacles. This is somebody with lots of moolah, bitch. They got that money. This is somebody who has 10 of Pentacles. Okay? They have position of power. So you're meant to be with a husband who has a position of power. You're meant to trine with an important masculine. And this is not what they wanted for you, for your fucking destiny. They wanted you to settle with trash. They wanted you to be alone, actually, dog, if you think about it. They didn't even want you to have no love. Because anybody who could sit here and sabotage your relationship, anybody who sat there and showed you love was either murdered, taken out, something happens to them, or they fucking turn on you. Tell me what the statistics is of that, dog. How are you going to sit there and tell me every single person in my life that I love betrayed me, dog? That's not even fucking natural. That has completely been manipulated and altered. And not even science can explain that shit. Because how you going to sit here and use black magic to manipulate people's life and then act like that's natural occurrence, ho? You can't even say that none of the fuck decisions I ever made in life were free will. Everything I ever did was actually manipulated by fuck magic. Okay then. Anyway, this is somebody who is watching you, who is stalking you. Because there's this Two of Wands. You're sick of it. They didn't want you to know who you were because you waking up to who you were and finding out the truth of this shit and who your family was and, you know, all these things and all the fucking shit that you had to go through because of it. I'm telling you right now, when you find the real truth out, it's just, everything's gonna make sense. Everything's gonna make sense. You can finally, like, put the puzzle pieces together. You could have this closure. You could start your healing process. you can like move forward. It's almost like you're being freed. You get what I mean? They were holding you hostage by keeping you in the dark, dog. And you are blocking this. It's a whole fuck world almost. You're blocking anybody. You're blocking these energies, dog, of anybody that you know was working against you, dog. Anybody who had information, who knew what it was, but still chose to work against you, dog. Including your fucking fake ass wannabe friends, dog. Because I'm no offense, you're not my friend if you can sit here and talk shit behind my back. You're mad because I go to your face and tell you how the fuck I feel. And you're mad about that shit. You don't have the same courage as me, ho, to actually speak your fuck truth and mind and stand on that, dog. No, I never claimed to be perfect, but I put in the work to achieve progression, ho. To to be better than I was or what you motherfuckers tried to make me be. Because nobody can make me anything, dog. Nobody can make me anything unless I agree or approve it, ho, or allow it. And in order for me to do that, I had to trust you. I had to believe in you. But wait a minute, you no longer trust or fuck have faith in this world or the people in it. So this is where you're bringing balance in your life because you know that God was the only thing that showed you what was real. Showed you God showed you that God had your back, dog. Why? Because you're alive today to even tell the tale, bitch. You weren't even supposed to be alive right now, dog. You were destined to die. You were destined to die early, ho. And wait, you're not rushing into nothing because these people try to rush you so you can make mistakes. You're going to allow nature to take its course, even if healing or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? You know you have to forgive these people so you can move on, dog. But you realize that you don't have to have these people in your life no more, dog. If you don't want them in your life. And you realize that you need balance, that's necessary. It's not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. Great relationships are one that support and challenge. So you're not looking for somebody to fuck agree with you or kiss your ass or, you know what I mean? But you also realize that you deserve better, man. And you know your worth today. So with this Queen of Pentacles and Empress, you're raising your standards, dog. You're done balancing with Two of fuck Pentacles. You're done balancing a home, work, life situation. You're bringing balance in your immediate situation. These are tests that you needed to go through in order to see if you're even capable of the next challenge. You're ready to embrace this. This is somebody that you're going to be starting a business with. Okay? You're manifesting this business with this person. You're going to be working together towards the common goal. You can't run from this. Sure, you got free will, but you just gonna sit there and make your life harder. You might as well accept what it is and go, you know what I'm saying? Go with the flow of what it is. But some of y'all realize, like, if you single right now, you realize that you do deserve somebody and you are lovable and you deserve to have a relationship with somebody who's gonna fucking genuinely care and love you and nurture you correctly. And this person's also gonna help you heal. Because it's about time. You're trying too hard. You need to give it more time. And a lot of y'all, all you can do is just be patient. Because you're letting things work itself out. And you also realize that these people try to keep you in stagnation. But God said a fuck enough. You're trusting the universe and you're trusting God and you're trusting your soul family and your spirit family. And you're just saying, like, you trust your own intuition. And now you ready for this balance. This is balance and comfort. A lot of y'all, you've suffered a lot and you need this comfort to balance you. You need to spoil yourself. You need to pamper yourself. You need to, I don't know. You shouldn't feel bad because you want this. And a lot of people made you feel bad for wanting comfort in your life, dog. You shouldn't feel bad for wanting stability and comfort with 4 of fucking wands and comfort. No, honey, that's okay. You should have that. You should have that, especially when you've been through hell. Sure, you deserve this. Tell yourself you deserve this. They made you feel bad for this, dog. They made you feel bad because you wanted this. You wanted to feel safe and stable. They made you feel bad for this. No, you shouldn't feel bad for this. You deserve this. You earned it. You worked hard for it, honey. You deserve it. You deserve everything that was taken from you. These were people that took shit from you, dog. 4 of fucking pentacles with strength card. These are people who took from you, dog. A whole fucking community. They are chilling, including your family. They're chilling on their high rises and their fucking longevity and luxuries and shit, knowing damn fucking well that they took these things from you. They didn't earn them. Chariot. They fought you for this shit, devil. Moon card. These are people that fought you for this shit. This is including your daughter. Your daughter trying to take your position, and she never even earned it. So why the fuck does she feel like she's indebted this, dog? Like you love your daughter. You would give her these things regardless. You don't understand why she's trying to fight you for these things, dog. For your position. I mean, come on, yo. This is insanity, dog. I just can't. So for a lot of y'all beefing with your mother and your daughter and shit, you know, the women in your life, you know what I'm saying? You realize that these bitches ain't shit, dog. And they're not even worthy to have, you know, like to even know you as a person. They don't even deserve to be in your life. A lot of y'all just ready to cut these 2 bitches off because you see how wicked and how they work together towards the common goal of destroying you. So fuck these bitches, but they holding on to your fuck energy. They really want your love, but then they sit here and 5 of swords you. I mean, that's half-ass. Okay? There's no excuse. You're sick of it. And then they try to use people against you and lie and try to fucking frame you. You're sick of it, dog. You haven't had enough. Besides trying to break any form of stability that you're trying to build, sat her and called wolf, you know, pretend to fucking yell wolf, come help me. That's what your daughter, they used your daughter to set you up. Come back. You see? Oh, your daughter's out of hand. Oh, she doing this, she doing that. Oh, we need help with this. Oh, we need that. So all of a sudden, you feeling bad because you're like, okay, I gotta do what's right towards the situation. But you didn't know that these bitches was up to this bullshit. You didn't know that this is the type of time they was on. You didn't know. They coming to you like Knight of Cups, and really they were 5 of swords in you. So you live and you learn now, man, and you don't put it past it what these people are capable of, because they're capable of anything, including trying to murder you, dog. Your daughter will sit here and lie on you, dog, after she sat there and played fucking victim. She's a manipulator, dog. That's why you can't handle being around two-faced hater manipulator ass bitches who don't want to see you happy living your life, but they want to keep you codependent and make you look like a slum bum ass bitch when you've been sitting here taking care of them, nurturing them, giving them everything. And it's never enough because, again, they're not grateful. So these are people that will never get blessings because they don't deserve them. God cannot bless people who are not grateful, dog, who don't care, who will treat their own, who will treat God's children like this, and then sit there and be mad about it and want to punish that child for existing. But you're the one that sat here and lied to me, ho. You were the one that had really bad fucking plans for me. These weren't parents that were planning for me to fucking live a beautiful life. These were people who were planning on my downfall, dog. And I will have to remember this shit for the rest of my life, because when I look at you, I gotta see that what you are capable of, dog. This is who you are. You're not who the fuck you claim to be and what you have shown me. This is why I'm confused. But I'm not confused because my whole being, like my spirit, you know what I'm saying? My spirit is just like, it is what it is. And these people did what they did. And they separated you from your own from your other immediate family, dog. And even if you try to go out here and create a family, they try to separate you from that. They didn't want nobody to love you, dog, when they know that that was important for you to feel loved and wanted. So you're done. And now you understand the type of relationships you do want. With the 6, you're only seeking people who love you, man, who are reciprocal, who are like-minded. You're looking for people who are equally yoked to you because you're a giver by default. You will give your everything. You will sacrifice yourself for people, dog. But you want to sacrifice yourself for the right people. People that deserve it, dog. People who will not take this sacrifice in vain. And unfortunately, these people sacrificed you in vain. Your cousin is a fuck celebrity because they sacrificed you. Exactly. Everybody's fucking on top of the world because of the sacrifice. They sacrificed you, dog. So they made a backdoor deal, dog, to get that. They didn't earn that. This is why nothing that they have is going to remain, because they're going to lose everything that they gained because it wasn't gained properly, dog. You didn't gain it efficiently through fuck hard work and perseverance, bitch. You gained that shit through backdooring people, through sacrificing a soul, dog. So you have somebody, a King of Cups, who wants to come towards you, and they watch you heavily with 2 of Cups. So be ready to hear from this person, whoever they are, because they're going to come in, and they're also going to offer you stability. But a lot of y'all, you're still kind of dubious, you know, with this Moon card. You don't know what they're attached to, who they, what, who, how. You feel me? You feel like this person did magic on you. They work with a community of people to fucking backhand you, dog. These are people who betrayed you. These were people who were being tested, dog, in their loyalty and royalty towards you. And they used you. But you're okay because you here to teach them a lesson. So they needed to learn what real love looks like. You know what I'm saying? And you can handle pain in a way that they will never. So they can never handle their own medicine, dog. They can't handle their truth. This is why they will never. These people will hold this shit to the grave. These people will hold this information to the grave, dog, because they're ashamed. They're ashamed of what they did. That's why they got to keep their pride up and act like somebody wronged them. They have to excuse their shit, dog. They have to excuse what they did by thinking it was correct, by maintaining this grudge towards me, which is not even explainable, dog. There's no reason for anything that any of these people did to me, dog. And no, God is going to remove whatever diseases they try to place in my life. Because these were people who were trying to set me up with illnesses, dog. I don't know who the fuck you think you are, bitch, but you're not God. And only God decides. And if I sat here and I suffered as long as I did, it was for my own humility. It was my own training. So I'm not mad at God for any of it, dog. Because it built my character and who I need to be. Who I was and needed to be and needed to shine and shine through as. And I have no regrets. I have regrets that I gave so much of myself to people who didn't deserve it. And that's why I'm angry. I wasted time when I could have been doing something else more productive. I would rather go serve fucking homeless people, dog. And that's it. Because homeless people, when they were tested in their loyalty towards me, these people will give me the fucking shirt off their back, even though they're cold. So I know their heart is pure, and I know that they deserve blessings. They deserve the tree. They deserve whatever their heart desires because they're good people. You have judged them, and you have put a bad fucking taste in their mouth, and you had turned these people rotted where they're sitting here being demonized. It's not fair for them when they just want to have a normal life. And that most of us go through the path that we go through by no coincidence. So now, these people got to watch you elevate. God is preparing your table in front of your enemies, and they're going to be used as footstools, and they got to watch you be blessed. I think that's the reason why God still keeps you around these people, because he wants you to see what's going to happen to them, and he wants you to also see what's going to happen to you when it comes down to showing you how much God really loves you and how much God has your back. Because maybe y'all didn't really believe. Maybe your faith, you were struggling in your faith with that, of how much God really loves you, man. And you shouldn't even be feeling bad that the world fucking betrayed you, because they did that to Jesus. So it only confirms in who you are, and it also confirms that they hurt you because of his sake. So it only confirms also where you stand in this. Amen. Hallelujah. Give thanks to the Most High. My name is Holistic Life, and this is partially my testimony, but more to be revealed. Power to the people.